Okay, do you want to hear the story about going fishing?
Yes.
Well, a long, long time ago, the sun was rising over the hills. Peter and his brother Andrew had been fishing all night without catching a single fish. Would you be tired if you were awake all night?
Yeah.
Well, they were tired. "Let's go," said Peter, and they headed for the shore. As they came near the shore, they saw Jesus talking with the people gathered around. Jesus was telling them stories, and the people loved hearing Jesus talk. As the people crowded closer, Jesus stepped into Peter's boat and asked him to pull out into the water. He kept talking to the people on the shore while he stood in Peter's boat. Jesus always seems to be standing in boats, huh?
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're supposed to sit down in a boat.
Yeah. What happened next?
Well, after Jesus finished speaking, he said to Peter, "Let's go fishing." Peter was tired and didn't want to go fishing. They'd been fishing all night and hadn't caught anything. But because it was Jesus asking him, he pushed the boat away from the shore and paddled out into the lake. When they reached the deep water, they let down their nets, just like Jesus asked. Do you think they caught any fish?
Yes.
You bet they did. The nets were suddenly full of fish, and there were so many fish that the net started to break because it was too heavy. Peter shouted, "Help! Help us pull in the fish!" Luckily, another boat was nearby, and they quickly came to help pull in the nets. But there were so many fish that both boats began to sink. It was the most fish that Peter had ever caught, and he was so amazed by it. Jesus said to Peter, "Don't worry. From now on, you'll fish for people instead." What a funny thing for Jesus to say.
Yeah.
Jesus wanted Peter to know that now that he knew who Jesus was, he could tell other people about who Jesus was too. In fact, as soon as they got back to the shore, Peter left his boat and his nets and followed Jesus. Jesus wants us to follow him as well, but he also wants us to tell other people about Jesus so they can follow Jesus too.